To point out the rules in case this is your first time watching a mixed tag team match, as AJ Lee tries to pull down the Queen. If one diva tags out, be it AJ Lee or Mia Mancini, automatically their respective male partner must tag in to the match. As we see here with Skip Sheffield and Dylan Klein. Sheffield, a very special superstar.
Special man with special strength.
Who, by the way, is 2-0 in FCW competition, singles competition.
I'll hand it to him. Once he gets in that ring, he certainly throws ample weight around.
Corn-fed country boy, maybe going for that over-the-shoulder boulder holder.
And the referee's back's turned, and in comes Mia Mancini.
Not very wise there, Queen. Oh, man.
That was a crazy maneuver.
And I'll get a takedown by Dylan Klein, but it took the big man off his feet.
Look at Skibby, he's been knocked senseless. To be fair, he didn't have any sense in the first place, but what little sense he had is now fully gone.
Dylan Klein stomping away. Klein is certainly capable of displaying an aggressive streak when he wants to, and that moment is now.
Klein just likes to look good, and he looks great at the moment. He's dominating here.
Pounding away on Skip Sheffield, and with a guy that size, here's coming. A guy that size, that's really all you can do is pound away, try to keep him off his feet. Man, did you see that violent stomp to the head?
I saw it only too well. And the thing you have to admire about Dylan Klein is that he looks so good. He's dedicated to looking good. He spends so much money on clothes, he can sometimes barely afford to feed his family. And you have to admire that.
Well, that's how
dedicated he is to
that's really admirable. Yeah, you got a family at home, you got friends, you can't afford to pay for anything but yourself.
He's got his priorities right. He's here to get up to the big time with WWE. He just wants to look good.
It's like Skip went for that back body drop. The first time, but the second time connected. And quickly, Dylan Klein, look at Mia Mancini tagged herself in. Going right after AJ Lee. Nice head scissor takedown. And now it's Lee. Perhaps trying to get some revenge. That past loss against Mia Mancini.
Wow, what a kick. She might be out cold there, Saxton.
Oh, man, that was close.
That shows the resilience of our queen, Mia Mancini.
AJ Lee proving she is not intimidated.
This has been a great matchup, Saxton.
Mancini, uh-oh. Dangerous position for AJ Lee, who reverses. Oh, wow. She pinned her.
Wow. What an upset.
Here are your winners, AJ Lee and Skip Sheffield.
AJ Lee just pinned the queen of FCW. Look at that celebration. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Look at the face of Mia Mancini. She's got a face like a pit bull chewing a wasp. She's not happy, and I think AJ Lee is going to pay sometime in the future for this.
Whatever analogy that was, I'm sure Skip Sheffield and AJ Lee are going to have a good old time tonight celebrating their victory. Folks, coming up next, former tag team partners collide with perhaps heavyweight title implications as Heath Slater goes one-on-one with Joe Hennig.
In Orlando, Florida, at Amway Arena comes a TV event where tickets start at $20.
Welcome to SmackDown!
See your favorite superstars live and in action, including CM Punk, The Undertaker, the high-flying Rey Mysterio, the Animal Batista, Chris Jericho, and more. It's SmackDown and ECW in Orlando. Tickets are on sale now, starting at $20. WWE, the best value in entertainment.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Pineville, West Virginia, weighing 242 pounds, Heath Slater.
A man who has become obsessed with anything related to Justin Angel.
Bona fide superstar.
The former, and he hates to hear it, but former Florida heavyweight champion, Heath Slater.
weighing 236 pounds, Joe Hennig.
Well, the last time these two superstars met, it was Joe Hennig. Joe Hennig, who got the pinfall victory over Heath Slater, but because that match was an impromptu match, the then title held by Heath Slater was not on the line, and since then, Joe Hennig, to many folks' surprise, has not received a title shot. Held by that man, Justin Angel.
You've got to say, the birds in this arena are going wild for Heath Slater. All the birds are going wild. The fat ones, the thin ones, the tall ones, the old ones, the young ones. Every single bird is going crazy because the superstar Heath Slater is in the building.
Oh, birds? I don't see any birds.
All kinds of birds, Saxton. Women, ladies, the fairer sex.
That's what you call them. Well, Slater, think about what's going on in the mind of Heath Slater. He's got that huge banner of Justin Angel in the background, knowing full well that he so badly wants another chance, wants another opportunity to take on Justin Angel after losing that title in that epic 2 out of 3 falls match.
Well, he knows how lucky Justin Angel was to win that match. Remember, there were just 4 seconds left on the clock when Justin Angel won that match. Heath Slater knows it. Heath Slater deserves a rematch.
Joe Hennig right after Heath Slater. Yeah, it just amazes me how Joe Hennig carries himself. I mean, everybody's talking. I mean, it's no secret. Critics, fans alike, talking about why has Joe Hennig not received another title shot?
I'll tell you exactly why he didn't get a title shot. FCW management are fully aware that when he held the title, he cracked under pressure. We didn't see him for 3 months. 3 months he went AWOL.
He didn't crack under pressure. The man was out with a severe injury. He was unable to compete. He was not cleared to compete. He was stripped of his title after winning it against his will.
Major injury. You show me the scars on his body that indicate a major injury. You know, an incision, a surgeon's incision, where they went in and fixed him. I can't see any. It's nonsense.
Covered by Joe. I'm sorry, Mr. Detective, that we don't have proper evidence.
But if you want to talk about tough, look at Heath Slater. He suffered a massive concussion on the weekend. Look at the black eye in it. Yet still, he's in there fighting. You won't see him shirking.
Joe Hennig catching Slater. Oh my goodness. Very unique way to stop your opponent. It looks like Slater utilizing those knees to drive him into the rib cage of Joe Hennig.
And talking of major injuries, I think that Joe Hennig might have one right there. Internal ruptures, internal trauma, and the monkey stomping has commenced.
Ever since losing the Florida Heavyweight Championship, Heath Slater has become one-track minded. All he can think about is gold.
And all Joe Hennig can think about right now is the pain searing through his body. He might have broken ribs or more here.
Slater grinding that fist into the ribs of Joe Hennig. While in the back of his mind, haunted by 4 seconds. 4 seconds left in a match in which he could have retained the Florida Heavyweight title. Slater trying to drive that knee, and Joe Hennig. Hennig countered. Backslide again by Joe Hennig.
Very close, late kick out there.
Joe Hennig, he's a fighter. That's the bottom line. He's a fighter. He's got so much pride in himself and his family name.
He's a fighter when he wants to be, and he's a quitter when he wants to be as well.
Yeah, okay, yeah, right. Hennig could come out here and complain about not getting a title shot. Instead, he does his talking in the ring.
And just look at the pain etched on Joe Hennig's face.
Cover again by Slater. Joe Hennig heavily favoring those ribs. Gotta wonder, just is it Hennig's pride that could become his shortcoming? Stepping out of the way in the nick of time.